We are in Abruzzo, in the middle of the mountains where there's basically nothing around you but wild horses and bugs and this beautiful steakhouse called Ristoro Mucante. What's there to really say about photography after you had a whole steak to yourself? So it's been 2 years since we started this channel, and a lot has happened since.
I don't even know where these came from. What the fuck? Our shows are all unscripted, okay? There's no script in our shows. But where, man? You know, like, and why?
Around the time we started Digital Darkroom, we also began another project, a freelance life based around video and photography work. This episode isn't going to be about film photography, but rather about our day jobs, how we started a small creative agency without ever really planning to. By the end of my 2 years at Digital Rev, I talked about and presented a lot about photography. And I decided that actually I wanted to do it myself professionally. And it just so happened that Anne also wanted to do the same thing. And then after all that time, all we've done is looked at other people's work, other people's incredible, cool projects that we kind of really want to do something for ourselves. During the 2 years there, you can ask Warren or Locke. Basically, I had no interest in shooting video at all. I was stubborn about it for some odd reason. And I didn't even click record on the A7 series cameras once. Anne, on the other hand, hadn't edited anything since 2011 when we went to Beijing and did some short, fun videos for friends and family on Facebook.
Hey Ian, what's behind that door? What's there? I don't know. Okay. Oh my god. We're kind of lost in China. We don't really know.
Some guy just dropped us off.
Yeah, hurry.
The only equipment we had was a faulty DJI Osmo, a Nikon D750, and between the two of us, maybe 3 or 4 lenses that we had used over the last decade. We said that we'd give the whole project a shot if we managed to find just one client, and after a friend approached us for work on his local beer company, we decided to try it out. Since then, we worked with fashion brands such as the North Face and Timberland, and national tourism boards, which has taken us all across the world to some incredible places that we never would have actually thought of visiting in the first place. Recently, an artist called Rainbow Chan reached out to us for a music video, and we loved her song and the process of making visuals for it. We linked it below and hope you can check it out. It's important to keep improving no matter how far along in your career you are, and for us, having a partner drives that improvement. Anne and I always discuss each shot, and usually the criticism leads to better work in our next project. So me and Anne also always think that what if we'd done this at 20, right after college, instead of 27, after working for a long time? And the truth is that while we might have been a lot better at photography and videography, we wouldn't have had the skills and network to expand beyond just doing creative work. Because for creative work, there's also tons of stuff which goes into the process around it. So Anne went into marketing design, she did law school, I did writing, I did some sales stuff and worked in, we opened our own company, a wine company. And then all these things helped us basically expand our network. It helped us create decks for when we're presenting our ideas. It helped us articulate what we want to do for our projects. And overall, it makes us more balanced as creatives instead of just as focused. So there's no sure path to become whatever you want to do, like a director or working in a creative agency or something. But basically, you could either spend your whole career mastering one thing, or you can actually go all around and try all different sorts of things and still end up at the same place. It depends on every single person's own path in life. Eventually, we upgraded our gear by partitioning a bit of each budget for upgrades. Anyone can buy gear. I think what helped us the most was, and is, our desire to keep getting better not just technically, but also in our storytelling abilities and writing. So in terms of an actual career change, I'm guessing since you're watching this and you're probably interested in photography or a filmmaker or something, or maybe just analog film, I'm not sure why you think that, but basically it's up to you. And then it doesn't mean that if you do something creative or do something by yourself, that has to be by yourself or in a duo. You could be in a company. Like when I worked at Digital Rev, it was super fun and challenging every day. But also now when I work in a small team with me, Anne, and 2 of our colleagues, it's also fun and creative and challenging every single day. I'm not going to do that influencer thing and say, hey, quit your job and follow your passion. But at the same time, I do want to emphasize that very few things in life are permanent, least of all a profession or a job. If there is something you really do love, something you don't mind losing sleep over or working on weekends on, it will never be a waste of time. So give yourself a deadline, be honest with your appraisal of your own skill, and see where it takes you. Why? Hello? Hi. Huh? Huh? Why am I always with the sheep?
Yeah.
The sheep? Why am I always with the sheep?
Just looking, visiting.
Yeah, we're visiting sheep. We're eating them. They're here to be eaten. Oh, what did you do for your birthday?
Beautiful.
What did you do for your birthday?
Beautiful.
What did you do for your birthday?